What's up, everybody? This is Mercury Roberts with Divinity Unleashed, back at it again. And in our last video, I had discussed the Fool card. So, the Fool card is the first major arcana card of the 22 major arcanas. So, I didn't get to explain actually in the last video what the major arcana is in the tarot. So the major arcana is called the big secrets. And so what the big secrets actually entail are life events. Okay, these are major events that the universe controls that you have no it's your part to play, but it's your divine role in the universe, in the world. This is what the universe wants you to do. This is not something that you control. That's the major arcana. The minor arcana. So the minor arcana explains to you how situations will turn out within the decisions that you make. Okay, the major arcana is, this is your destination, this is where you're going, and I throw these elements into your life for you to be able to go the direction that I want you to go. We all have a divine plan into this world. We all have a divine purpose. We're all born here for a reason. Nobody is obsolete. I don't care who you are and what you're saying about how terrible your life is. We are all here for a purpose. If your purpose is to be here to be a bad person, that's your purpose. That is the purpose that you're going to fulfill, because good is not good without bad. And I hate to call it good and bad because it's really passive and active. We'll get to that later in other videos. But for simplicity, good is good and bad is bad. But we need bad to recognize good. And we need good to recognize bad, right? Without any of the other, there couldn't be. So, just to settle that, we'll talk more about that stuff in later videos, as I said. But I want to move on to the next card. And so now we're moving into a more active side of life. And so these two forces come together in the next card after this card. These forces will come together to make a bond. And we'll see how life flows. So the major arcana explains a nice little story, and the further we get into the details in later videos, you'll hear all about it. So now the Fool takes the leap of faith and wants to know what life is like. Okay, so he takes the jump in life, and now he wants to create. And so we come to the Magician. So the Magician is the 1 card. It's after the 0. The 0 is first, which is the expression of creation, or should I say the expression of God taking the leap of faith. Expression of you taking a leap of faith in life. So next, when we take a leap of faith, now when we get to where we're going, we want to create something, right? We want to blossom, we want to grow, we want to manifest, right? Through our wills. We already had courage to leap forward. Now we want to use our will to move to move mountains and create things for our liking. And so the Magician card explains exactly this story, that we are all creators, and that this world was created, and that everything is a tool to be able to be used for our growth. Okay, so as the magician goes on his table, he has the disc, which is Earth, ruled by Earth. We call these pinnacles also. We have the cup here, which, what do you fill up the cup with? Water. So this is about your emotions. The disc, Earth, is about manifestation of physical elements. This is the physical plane of life. The cup is your emotional plane and your feelings, how you react to things. The sword here, the sword is about cutting through things, right? So you usually use the swords to make decisions. So the sword is for mental. It's your mind capacity. It's about how your mind flows in conflict. And then we have the wand here. And usually you use the wand for battles, for spiritual things. And we use the wand. We use the wands for inspiration. Inspiration of willpower. Sorry, excuse me. But yes. So as you see, the magician also stands around a bunch of roses and a garden, you know, and gardens usually stand, the symbolism of the garden usually is about growth. It's about production, producing something out of nothing. When you take a seed and you put it into a ground, it's just a seed. There's nothing there but the seed. You put it in the ground and you water it. You put your willpower into it. You water. You give it sunlight. You give it life. You know, you talk to it. You sing to it. Whatever. And then it starts to grow. It starts to manifest itself. And so that's the magician card. It basically is telling you that it is a time of creativity. It is a time to produce results. You are the master of your own universe. You are the creator of your own mind, of your own life, of your own ways. You create as well as you cannot create. We all have a choice here. Just like the fool in the first, he had a choice to either jump off the cliff or not. He could have stayed home or wherever he was coming from, but he didn't want that. He wanted to move forward and grow. He wanted to see life at its greatest point. And so here the magician is more confident and he's ready to go. You see how he has his right hand up in the sky? That is him pointing to the universe. He's basically saying that as above, his left hand, so below. All things are divine. All things are infinite. As above, so below. On earth, as is in heaven. As you've heard. It's the same thing. Whatever's going on in the universe is going on here too. And that's the major arcana. It's playing out the universe down here on earth. And also what's happening in the universe. The heavens are the stars and the earth. And we'll get to that, man. Because I don't... There's so much I want to tell you guys. And we're going to get to it. But the magician wears a red shirt. And so... I'm sorry, cloth, shirt, whatever you wanted to do it. Robe. But red is the color of expression and spirituality and passion. And so he wears this passion, saying that he has the willpower to create, to manifest whatever he wants to manifest in life. The yellow is around him again. So he's trusting in the energy around him to be able to produce results. as he sits at his table. When you sit at the table, you think power. I have power. When you sit at the table and you eat to gain power, right? You're famished, you're hungry, you sit at the table, you eat to have power. So you can grow. This could get deep, y'all. But this card is the 1 card. And in numerology, 1 stands for the creator. It is a male energy also. 1 is, in binary numbers, is the active number. 0 is the passive number. That's why we use those in binary numbers, because it says the female and the male. The female and the male come together, right? This also, number 1, stands for the phallus. So it's once again, the manifester, the creator. You know what I mean? We all know what we use phalluses for. You know, we use them to create things and make things happen. And so that is, yeah. So the 1 in numerology actually is also the carrying leader. So this card also rules Leo. 1 rules the sun, and this card rules Leo. And Leo is all about expression and willpower. Okay? And so the magician here is telling you that you can create anything you want if you put all the tools together and use your willpower, I will, to manifest what you want in life. And you can do it. In personality, the magician is a creator. He's a very creative person. He's a spunky person. He or she can be a very spunky person. Very dramatic, very willful, very powerful. They like magic tricks. They may do astrology. They may read tarot cards like us. Usually when you see a magician come up in your own readings, you're thinking of you being the creative one. You are doing some type of art, or you're creative in some type of way. You can be an artist. Anything that you're using creativity, that would be the magician. Okay? So, yeah. The magician is also ruled by Mercury. And Mercury is the planet of communication. And so this card also says that you have the ability to get what you want out of a situation using communication. You can communicate with more people. You can get things accomplished if you communicate with more people. Okay? Because the magician needs an audience, right? So, yeah. So use your inner magician. We all have one. You just got to search out for him. And yeah, that will conclude the magician card. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, feel free to comment. Shout out to everybody who's been there through this process of me just coming out and, you know, speaking my truth. I'm glad to be doing this. If you would like to schedule a reading, you can email me at divinityunleashed0@gmail.com. You can also find me on Facebook at Mercury Roberts at facebook.com. And you can also go to my webpage to schedule a reading, divinityunleashed.yolasite.com. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. Namaste until the next video. Blessings.